Today we are fishing the Choptank River Bridge, and we're gonna see if we can get ourselves some rockfish. The bridge pilings tend to hold a lot of fish, so we're gonna go up, jig them, and see what we can get. There we go. There's a fish. Dude, it actually feels decent. What the heck? I don't know. It's exactly what we want, is this bait to come up in the light of the bridge, and then fish will start coming and feeding on them. Oh, I'm on. Oh God. There he goes. Oh yeah. All right, let's get on the water. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the water's edge. Excited to be back out on the water. I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt today. It's about 72 degrees. We've had some beautiful weather here in Maryland during the month of August, and it's almost September. So it's actually Labor Day weekend. Fall is right around the corner and the temperatures are starting to feel like it. So I'm meeting my buddy David Rudow over on the Choptank River, and we're actually gonna be fishing the Choptank River Bridge this evening. Probably fish the last hour and a half of light, and then we're gonna actually fish the bridge at night. There's a lot of lights that shine down into the water, and the rockfish bite can be pretty good at night. So we're on our kayaks. David's already out on the water. I'm just getting in now, and I'm gonna go meet him. Our plan is to jig for some white perch in some chunk rock that's on the bottom out here. There's some old structure, so we're gonna try and get some perch, and then once it gets a little bit later, we'll throw around top water, and then once it gets dark, we're gonna go over to the bridge, jig the bridge pilings, see what we can do. So I'm very excited. Man, fall is my favorite time of year to fish. The fishing gets good, and hopefully tonight we'll be able to find a decent bite. So I'll see you guys when I get over to David. So you actually used to be able to fish the old Choptank River Bridge. It was a great fishing pier, arguably one of the best fishing piers in the state of Maryland. You could fish this span and the span on the other side, but they shut it down. They say that structurally it's not sound anymore. It's too much of a hazard for people to fish on. So there's no one that can come out and fish it unless you get out to it from a kayak or a boat. So it tends to hold some fish. I'm marking some bait on the screen right now. Might be a fish under it right there. Only in about 12 foot of water, but we've got gorgeous, gorgeous conditions. David's fishing up in front of me right now, and we're gonna jig the pilings, maybe try and jig for some perch, and maybe even throw some topwater around. There might be some topwater fish, either back towards the rocks or on these pilings, or even at some docks over there. So we're just gonna kind of get out, see what we see, but I'm already marking a good amount of bait. See if David has found anything over here. Let's go check on him. I'm probably gonna start jigging with my metal flutter spoon around. I mean, like, I catch rockfish on it too. All right, guys, David and I are gonna kind of try and cover some water here and search around. We're both running side scans on our hummingbirds. Right now, I've got a little Fish Lab flutter spoon. It'll be good for perch or rockfish. So I've got an incoming tide, so we should have good tide movement throughout the evening. Gonna fish the shaded side of the bridge right here. There have been some other people out fishing. There's a few boats down there, but we're gonna take some casts through here in about 15 foot of water. But yeah, perch, croaker, rockfish, it's all on the menu today. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of dropping this to bottom, letting it hit bottom, and then jigging it up, and that spoon will flutter down. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got one. White perch. There we go, just like that. It's not a huge one, but it's a start. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Small white perch. I'm just gonna keep everything today because white perch is delicious to eat and it's great crab bait. So, let's see if I can pop this. Do have some ice in my cooler. That's a good sign. Maybe we can load up on some perch before the rockfish bite gets good. I'm gonna go right back, and all we're doing is just jigging along bottom. You can tell that this bridge is kind of falling apart. That's why they closed it down. It doesn't look that great on the underside. You can see a lot of the rebar is showing, but probably makes for some really good structure. All right, we're just gonna keep on moving. My guess is that that bite is gonna turn on that last hour or so. So we'll just keep covering water until then. What the heck? That is kind of crazy looking. Just snagged that. Good oyster bottom right here, some mussels on it. That is an old oyster shell that's got a bunch of mussels growing on it that are still alive. How the heck did I even hook that? Check that out. It's kind of crazy. There we go. There's a fish. No? What the heck? Another oyster. That one's actually alive. And the mussel actually grabbed it. I don't know if I hooked it or if the mussel grabbed it, but check out that oyster. Well, if it was a month that ended in R, be a good one to keep, but since it's still warm water, I'd advise against eating oysters, so we're just gonna send that one back on down. It's good structure down there for fish. Any bites? I've had 2 other short strikes, like definitely a little perch hitting it. I haven't really marked a whole lot out here. I mean, do you want to go try like the shallows, or the other side of the bridge probably has been hit less. I mean, I'm down to head that way if you want. Yes, I've snagged like 3 mega oysters, giant oysters. So I mean, like, good structure down there. All right, David and I have moved out to the middle span of the bridge. We're in 50 foot of water. Marking a lot of bait, not a whole lot of fish, but it's worth dropping on just to see what we can get. I'm gonna head up here and kind of drift along these pilings. 50 foot of water, it's gonna take me a minute to get down to bottom. I'm snagged. Whatever it was is coming up. Someone else's line. Just like right off of that, right? Yeah, okay. Like right here that's the school that I marked. Well, let's see if we can hook up. Yes, I don't know what I'm over right now, but I'm marking stuff up to 20 feet down, 20 feet all the way to the bottom. I'm not seeing like red marks, but it's just like stuff. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, you see this that I'm marking? Nope. Yes. No? Yes, it is. What the heck? Is it? Dude, it actually feels decent. What the heck?
Good fish?
I don't know. Something. Catfish. It's a freaking catfish.
Yeah, not surprised.
It's a white catfish though. Huh? Look how big its head is. There's no way those are all catfish, is it? All right, I'm gonna drop down and see if I can get another one to bite. Okay, the first fish bigger than a perch is a white catfish. This is actually the only native catfish to the Chesapeake Bay. Not a big one, but they've got huge mouths on them. That's how you know it's a white catfish, not a blue catfish. The head to body ratio on a white catfish is huge head, little body. So go ahead and let him go. That was not on my bingo card for tonight. I would not have bet on catfish tonight. But there's definitely some marks down there. Well, it has been a slow bite so far. I got 1 white perch and 1 white catfish, but I'm hoping that as the sun is going down here and the bridge lights turn on, that the rockfish bite will turn on as well. There's tons of bait in the area, so hopefully those fish will come in and turn on and start feeding on. We just got checked by DNR right back there. They were really nice. They were just making sure that we had our lights. So I do have a headlamp on right here that I can keep on me, and another light that I can put on. So hopefully I can get some decent footage at night for you guys. I'm gonna kind of shine it forward and hopefully show you what I'm doing. So we're gonna fish for another hour or 2 and hopefully find some rockfish. So it's been slow so far, but we got a good tide rolling, and usually at night the bite turns on here, so we'll see what we can get. All right guys, hopefully with this light over my shoulder you guys will be able to see a little bit, but I'm seeing a lot of bait flip over here, so we're just going to take a cast and kind of drift and jig. It's exactly what we want, is this bait to come up in the light of the bridge, and then fish will start coming and feeding on them. Do you want to troll along these? You want to troll that way? All right, if we're gonna do that, let me re-rig. All right, I got tied on a Fish Lab mad eel on a 1 1/4 ounce jig head. We're gonna troll that around until we find some fish. So I just marked a little wolf pack. I'm marking way more bait on this side. This side, yeah. I'm gonna let you get by me and then troll behind you. I did just get one. All right, guys, well, I just got the first fish of the evening. It's completely dark right now and we're right along the bridge. It's probably really hard to see, but I'm trolling a little Fish Lab mad eel. This is a 1 1/4 ounce or 1 1/3 ounce. It's just a little 4 or 5 inch paddle tail, but trolling it in the bridge lights, and I'm actually marking a lot of bait on the screen. So I haven't marked any huge schools of fish, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna troll in the lights. So we're gonna throw this out behind us and just troll it behind. You can see there's a lot of light shining down on the water from this bridge light. I just had another bite. Oh, David's on. I just had a bite right there too. You are illuminated well, my friend.
Nice little guy.
Yeah.
On the game on. Thank you.
Oh, I'm on. Oh God. Ooh, good fish. I'm on. Feels good. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. This feels like a solid one. Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. There we go. Nice. That is a good slot-sized fish right there. Nice. There we go, guys. Not a huge one, but solid fish. We'll take that. There he goes. Again, just swimming it right through the light. Just gonna troll through the lights. Haven't marked a huge school of fish yet, but definitely seems to be some. So we're just gonna keep on trolling with our rod out right there. Listen for it to get hit. Keep an eye on the fish finder. If I mark a school, I can stop and jig on them, but go down here a little ways further and then turn around and troll our way back. Marking a good amount of bait on the screen right there. Blue heron. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're on. There we go. Thought I was marking fish right there. Oh yeah. Little schooly guy. Oh yeah, good one right there. Another solid fish. All right, guys, we are turning around to troll our way back towards the Cambridge side. Pulled a couple fish through here. I'm not sure if you guys can see much right now. I turned this light off just because it's about to die. So I got the GoPro strapped on and a headlamp on. And we're just trolling next to the bridge. Oh, just got hit. Yep, there we go. We're on. We're on. Yep, there we go. Right where that hump was. Oh yeah. Nice. Get in here. There we go. Bite is turning on now. I think that might be one of the better ones we've caught. Let's measure him, see what he is. $20 and a half.
Anything?
Yeah, rockfish. Yeah, we're just trolling. Trolling, yeah. In the lights. That seems to be where they are. Just trolling like little paddle tail. So.
First time we stopped here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went half a mile down for some whitefish.
Yeah, we've just been kind of trolling the lights back and forth and picking up a couple on each light. We're getting, you know, a fish or two.
Catching release?
Yeah, we're not keeping any.
Hey, can I take a picture of your jig?
Yeah. Here, I'll give you one. That's what I'm catching them on right there. The Fish Lab Mad Eel.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just trolling that. But yeah, try it out. David and I kept fishing for a while, and we both were catching stripers while we were trolling in the lights. But about an hour after it got dark, the tide slowed down to about nothing and the bite shut off. Those stripers are really tide dependent when they're feeding in those lights, so we went ahead and wrapped it up. Well guys, that is gonna go ahead and wrap up today's trip. The bite wasn't as good as we were really hoping for, but it did turn on once it got dark out. The general rule for that bridge is in the late summer and throughout the fall, once it gets dark and those bridge lights turn on, those stripers start feeding really hard. We've had nights where we've caught over 100 fish in those bridge lights, and it's actually a really fun place to fish at night. Thank you guys for watching this episode of The Water's Edge. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, make sure to tune in for the next episode of The Water's Edge. You all have a great day.